on the show today are Jackson County art teachers who are putting on the annual Jackson County Student Art Exhibition. From Jackson High School, art teacher Christina Robbins, and from Northwest High School, art teacher Julie Evers. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank
you.
Hello.
And it's your very first time on the show,
Yes,
Christina.
it is.
And you look like you're a fairly new teacher.
5 years.
5 years?
5 years, yep. This will be my fifth, going on to my 6th year now.
Great to have you here. And Julie, great to have you back. And it's also great to have the art show return in person.
Yes, it is. Yeah. We had several people stop by our booths yesterday saying how happy they were to have the show back at the mall. And the mall has a new manager, Jane Flores, and she's been very supportive of us as a group. And yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah,
we have some great judges this year. Deb Irvine and Sarah Shirk from Prep took care of the judges for us. Yeah, so Ellen Promoda has been a judge before. The other women are new. And we're just, Doug Jones, and we're really excited to have them come through. They're coming through today through Saturday to judge the show. But we also have another component that Christina can tell you about.
Yes.
I like how it looks like you told the judges, look artsy. and they did.
Yes, I was in charge of orchestrating all the posters for the show. So I was kind of the graphic designer for the show, as well as we're implementing a new public voting aspect to the show that we've never done before. So when you go to the Jackson Crossings Mall and you see a participant that says public judging, each one of their gallery tags on the artwork, the student artwork, will have a QR code, and that QR code will bring up a form that you can fill out for each one of the whoever you're voting for, and then we take that information and we award those that have most votes or from each school. So we're really excited for that public voting aspect.
So we got the idea. Well, there'll be several people judging the show this year. We have our official judges, then we'll have the public vote, and then we also have Ella Sharp, Paige McCafferty coming through with her team to choose pieces for the Art Alone program. It's kind of a wonderful way for her to do it because it's all up and on display. And she'll also contact the schools that aren't in the show, separately so that they can be considered for the Art Alone as well. So there's just a lot going on this year that is new and exciting. And
I've followed the art show for many years, and I did notice during the pandemic there was a drop in number of schools and students participated, but it's back up because you've got the whole mall's filled with pieces. How many students or how many entries are there?
Oh my, I wouldn't even know.
I know just for me, I have 170 plus student artworks on display in my area. So
wow.
I think I have 149 in mine.
How many schools are doing it?
There's 20 schools in total
21,
that are participating.
Yeah.
And all grade levels?
Yes. Young fives all the way to high school.
You brought some pieces to showcase. Can you tell us a little bit about what
Yes.
we're seeing?
This one is from Jackson Prep and Early College. The art teacher is Shara Sirk. This is done by a student named Nick Barr in 8th grade, and it's created in Adobe Illustrator.
8th grade?
8th grade.
Wow, nice job.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is amazing. The first piece,
This
I
is
would
by,
think people would pay money for that.
yes, that's a good point. If people see something at the mall and they really want to buy it, they can contact the teacher, and the teacher can speak with the students who will talk to their parents. So if somebody really wanted to buy something, it has been done in the past. Yeah. This one is by Amari Gittins, 7th grader from middle school at Parkside, and Derek Oxley is the teacher. It's a collage.
Can we go back to one before, because I don't think we got a chance to identify the artist.
Yeah, that was Malia Sampson, 6th grade, middle school at Parkside.
Nice
as
job.
well.
Yeah, it's a great quote. Yep. And this is Chewy. The dog's name is Chewy, by Emma Sweat, 10th grader at Grass Lake High School. This is her dog that she wanted to paint realistically. It's a very difficult pose because of the perspective, so she did a great job on it.
Yeah, hard to make the dog sit still long enough for that.
I couldn't get my dog to do that. This is Defeated. It's a digital photography. The artist is Malachi Tucker, 10th grade. And this could be interpreted various ways depending on the viewer. It was intended as a way to say that students often become defeated in school,
Very creative.
but it could also mean that students defeat the challenges of homework. It's a very interesting photo that could take multiple meanings.
And that's from Grass Lake as well. And this one is from Ashlyn Comstock, a 9th grader at J Prep. Yes, J Prep. Sarah Shirk is the art instructor there. So this is digital.
This is Dwayne Bradshaw, the second from 11th grade, printmaking.
Nice job.
It's pretty
Tiger.
amazing. So everything that is black has been left, and everything that's white has been carved away.
Wow, a lot of work on that.
This is Deshaun Brown from Northwest High School. This is a self-portrait. And Deshaun does a lot of Renaissance art. He loves studying the classics. He's an amazing young man.
And each piece that's displayed at the crossing, they've got their names on it and their school and grade and everything.
Yep.
Is this a photograph?
This is,
Well done.
and this is from Emily Guthrie. She's in 12th grade. And the students were asked to identify various images that relate to objectives. Her word was mysterious. She tried to capture this word through her photography.
Good job.
So we, as a person viewing this, I'm fascinated by the fact that we don't see any beams from the headlights.
Yeah, I don't know how she did
Pretty
it.
I know,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Cameras have changed so much in these days and
Yeah.
ages, from film all the way to digital.
And the kids are using Illustrator and Photoshop. And
Yeah.
In some schools, yep.
And this is by Tyler Schlenko from Northwest High School, and this is a cassowary bird. It's one of the most deadly birds in the world.
ooh,
And it's large, it's 12 by 18, so yeah, he was...
one of your students?
Yeah, he was really excited about this piece. So I had never heard of this bird before. I had to look it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, they can actually kill you. Oh, who knew? So,
This is from Western High School, from Stella Sponsler, 12th grade, multimedia. The title is Eagle Sky, and the teacher is Dana Van Summer.
yeah. And this is actually clay, modeling clay, and
Modeling
they take
clay.
it and they just rub it a little bit. So they're like painting with the clay. And this is by Drew Porter, also of Western High School. And the teacher is Dana Van Sumeren.
Do you give students the assignment, create something for the art show, or do you give them something more specific? No.
A lesson like this, typically I would say that was focusing on landscapes, backgrounds, middle grounds, and foregrounds. I'm not 100% sure if that was her intent on this one, but as for me, I would do pretty much the same thing. So they get to kind of choose what they would want to put into their landscape.
Nice job. Nice job, Drew.
And this is by Sean Tipner of Northwest High School. He's a junior. And this is all done with marker, and it's pretty large. I think it's 18 by 24. So it's a very large format.
Great job, Sean.
This is by Brandon Doug, 12th grade, photography. It says, Brennan Abbey plays gigs from Western High School.
All those pieces are awesome. We selected a few to show, but there's hundreds more at Jackson Crossing, and it goes through the 1st of May.
Yeah.
The teachers also participate in this art show as well.
No.
No?
Julie DeRocher does a show at Art 634. I think it's in the month of March.
Oh, okay.
So the teacher pairs up with students, and all the items are for sale, and they have a reception. Yeah, so that's something Julie does.
That's cool too. All right, so all students, Jackson County Student Art, 20 schools, hundreds of pieces, and it's all types of art.
Yes.
3D, flat,
Yeah.
photography, painting.
And usually, the teacher will start saving in the fall. So a lot of the students have been waiting all these months. The stuff has been put away, and they're waiting all these months, number one, to get it back, but number two, just to see how it does with the judges and to be on display. So it's a lot of patience on their part, waiting for this to happen.
A lot of creative students you both have, and all these teachers. And it's great to see that we do have art being taught in schools. How important is it to you at Jackson High School that there's a focus on art?
Well, it's extremely important to me. I think that art really plays a role in continuing after, even in college or in trade schools, importantly. I know at Jackson High School I teach jewelry and I teach fibers and printmaking, and all of the skills that my students learn in those classes, they will continue to use onto adulthood. So it's extremely important.
Yes, and you, as an example, you created the various advertising pieces.
Yes.
And you created, and I saw your zip file, you had Instagram, Facebook, you've got formats for all social media, for print, for digital, but those are things that it's an everyday part of so many people's job, art.
Yes, yeah. As a teacher, I actually have a second job. I own my own company as a graphic designer, and so that's kind of stuff that I implement into my photography class and so forth.
And Julie, you've got years of doing this. You've probably got students that are now making a living in art, and they got started in your classes.
Yeah, last year I organized, through Marnie Haid and Amanda Anspaugh, we got a grant, and we contacted alumni and invited them to submit work. So we actually have an alumni gallery at Northwest, and it features all students. And then if you scan the code, it brings up the student in a video talking to the viewer, telling them about the piece they're looking at and about their path since high school and how they continue to be creative, whether they've gone professional or it's just become a part of their life. So it's if you think about it, art is everywhere. We don't think about it, but the clothes we're wearing, the jewelry, all the social media stuff, all the graphic stuff, it's all design based. So it's everywhere.
Parents, grandparents, friends, neighbors, relatives, go to the crossing. Bring your kids and take a look at their creations. Are there prizes?
Ribbons, but we also have it for the 2-week period, so it's a full weekend, so that gives people time to get over there. And we picked the crossing because it's pretty central and a little more accessible for people.
Yeah, when you go there, posted all throughout the mall is maps that can show you to where your school is, and as well as what school am I looking at. And then when you're at that display station, there is tells you the school name as well as a little bit of information about each teacher as well, because I thought it was important that we focus not just on the students but also the teachers that are behind these marvelous works of art.
Absolutely, I agree. Great to see you both. Thanks for coming
Yes,
in.
thank you.
Thank you.
Visit Jackson Crossing between now and May 1. Thanks to art teachers from Jackson High, Christina Robbins, and from Northwest, Julie Evers. We have